The next example of grandparents and alienation from the grandchild is a little different. It starts out the same way, that you're the loving, caring, spoiling, caring grandparent that has just devoted your grandparenting years to your grandchildren. And after the divorce, your child remarries. So this is a little different. Your child has initiated the divorce and she remarries or he remarries. Well, guess what? In these cases, the new spouse turns out to be a controlling, insecure, hostile, easily threatened, vigilant, mentally ill, and immature person. So this person kind of snookered your child into a relationship, and we can't control who our children pick, even though we'd like to. It's their choice, and we only can hope for the best and support them the best we can. But in this case, the new spouse demands that your grandchildren no longer see you because they'll make up stuff about you, that you say bad things to that children about the new spouse, or you don't like them, or they don't like what you feed the children. They want the children to be vegetarian and you want to buy them a hot dog at the baseball game. And the thing about this is that the allegations don't even have to be true. They can be totally fabricated. They just make stuff up because people with personality disorders will do that. And very often you're talking about people who have narcissistic type traits or personalities, or what we call borderline traits or personalities. And I'll let you look that up because I'm not going to go into that. It'd take us too long to go through that. So what's different is in this example is that your child supports the new spouse or partner over you. So that's a double loss. Not only have you lost your grandchildren, but you've now lost your child to this controlling spouse, to the point where your own child says things to you that are not true. Your own child becomes brainwashed, and they develop false memories, and they attack you, and they and you don't even recognize this child anymore. Is this a child we raised? Is this a child we gave birth to? And those are the kinds of questions that you ask yourself, and it's just not a good thing. And maybe complicating this even further, let's say the new spouse has children from other relationships. I've had cases like that where the new spouse will have children from 2 or 3 other relationships, now trying to form a blended relationship with your son or daughter who has rescued that person and tries to create family for that person and creates a family that leaves you out. And so then what happens is, if your grandchild is like an infant or a toddler, they're not allowed to visit you anymore because the new spouse doesn't like you and thinks that you're going to do something horrible. And the bottom line is that they really fear you as a threat to the marriage, that you're going to persuade your child and say, what are you doing in this marriage? This woman is crazy, or this man is so controlling. And never do that. Even if you feel like you want to do that, trust me when I tell you, never do that. You will push your children away and lose them for good. So, and this is a very painful type of alienation, because you could run into your grandchildren at the supermarket or at church or wherever, and the children won't talk to you, and then they'll go back and cuddle with, of all people, their new mother or father, not your son or daughter, but the new parent. And the new parent will turn up her nose at you, or his nose at you, and they'll just ignore you, won't even greet you, and walk away. And then the children, you start getting letters: don't send me any more cards, don't try to contact me anymore, I don't want to see you anymore. And you know and then if your child tries to persuade the new partner that they should let your grandchildren have contact with you, then the new spouse will pull out something to the effect that, look, you either choose them or me. It's not a choice. And at the risk of losing custody of his children to this new partner, or having to share it, the new partner tries to preserve the marriage. And so this type of alienation, as with most of them, it just defies logic or common sense, because there's mental illness involved in the new spouse, in the new partner. And you can wind up with what we call paranoid projections of this new spouse. That spouse becomes threatened and very vigilant and accuses you of trying to turn your child against them. And again, it's like someone has died, excuse me, and you become bereaved.